Hello, I am Shahid Rashid. Today we will learn about one sample t-test by using SPSS. T-tests and z-tests are commonly used when making comparisons between the means of two samples or between some standard value and the mean of one sample. There are different varieties of t-tests which are used in different conditions depending on the design of the experiment or the nature of the data. T-tests are similar to commonly encountered z-tests in many ways. Both z and t-tests have the same rationale but use different assumptions, which require careful selection depending on the requirements. For z-tests, the population mean and population standard deviation should be known exactly. In many real-life problems, while the population mean is known, the exact population standard deviation cannot be calculated. In such cases, t-tests should be used. Besides, the t-test does not require a big sample size. Most statisticians feel that with a sample size of 30 to 40, results of the t-test are very close to those obtained from the z-test. There are three different types of t-tests: one sample t-test, independent samples t-test, and dependent, paired, samples t-test. One sample t-test is used to compare the mean of a single sample with the population mean. Some situations where one sample t-test can be used are like, say for instance, an economist wants to know if the per capita income of a particular region is same as the national average. The quality control department wants to know if the mean dimensions of a particular product have shifted significantly away from the original specifications. In such scenarios, one sample t-test is an appropriate test for finding results. Assume that a company produces a product having average weight of 50 kilograms. Being a production manager, you asked your technical assistant to note down the weight of 20 units at random out of 500 units in total. Based upon the data provided to you by your assistant, how could you infer that is there any significant difference exist in the average mean of the 20 sample units over the average mean of population, which is 50 kilograms? Basically, being a manager, you want to ensure the weight of the total units before shipping the order to the client. On one side you are curious about the company image, while on the other hand it is very time-consuming to measure the weight of each unit. Therefore, one sample t-test helps you here in that whether the weight of the sample is equal or closely near to the standard weight of the company, that is 50 kilograms. Finding one sample t-test using SPSS is very easy. Just go for Analyze menu, click on Compare Means, click One Sample t-test. Insert Variable and Test Variable box, provide test value, which is in our case is 50 kilograms. Sample units taken from the production unit for measuring the one sample t-test. The statistics reveals that sample mean of 20 units is statistically similar, m equals 53, SD equals 13.1, compared to whole production unit in general.